Breakfast is ready. Might be something you hear a lot in the morning. Or in my case, remember to eat your breakfast. Did you know, according to Eau Claire County Health Department on breakfast facts, that children who eat breakfast perform better in school, have a longer attention span, do better on tests, and are happier? So why is breakfast so important if it's so easy to be skipped? In my speech, I'm here to tell you should eat breakfast. I'll be going over why you should eat breakfast, what it does for your body and mind, and what can happen if you don't eat breakfast. If you're a person who regularly skips breakfast, you could be wondering why I should even start. I said earlier in my speech that children who start off their day with a good breakfast perform better in school. But if you're an adult, obviously it will show through in your work as well. About.com Nutrition says when you skip breakfast, you are more likely to become tired when your brain and body run low on fuel. You might go get a cup of coffee or a candy bar to boost up your energy. Although this may work for a few minutes, by lunch you are hungry and crabby. Breakfast affecting your mood? Now that sounds kind of silly, but it's true. According to New York Times, in one study published in the journal Physiological Behavior in 1999, a team of British researchers then had 144 healthy adults fast overnight and then separate into several groups in the morning. One group was allowed to eat a moderate breakfast, the other ate nothing, and a third only had coffee. The subjects were then monitored over several hours. Those who ate nothing, the study found, they did the worst in memory tests and had the highest levels of fatigue at noon. 4 hours later, they awoke. The coffee groups suffered no fatigue but had slightly lower scores on mental skills tests than those who had eaten a full breakfast. And if you haven't figured it out by yet, the breakfast eaters did the best in all categories. Also found in About.com, if you eat breakfast, you are more likely to make healthier choices by lunchtime. Now stop. Unhealthy choices? You might be thinking, if you skip breakfast, won't I be losing weight and then making a better, healthier choice? The answer is no. About.com elaborates on how the body expects to be refueled a few times a day, starting with breakfast. Eating breakfast is good for weight loss. People who eat it are more likely to maintain a healthy weight. In 101 Lifestyle, researchers have shown that high carbohydrate breakfasts of cereals, bread, and fruit also have an advantage of helping reduce carbohydrates stored in the muscles. If you are watching your weight, go slow on sugar and butter. Have a lot of fresh fruit, skim milk, and other items. If you are going to eat fresh fruit, watch out for mangoes, bananas, custard apples, etc. Also in 101 Lifestyle, our breakfast should contain 500 calories, a quarter of the day's nutritional needs. Breakfast also enhances physical performance, verbal fluency, and the ability to recall. If you still don't believe me that breakfast has all these benefits, maybe it's time to look at what can happen if you don't eat breakfast. If you don't eat breakfast, obviously you will see a lot of the benefits that went with eating breakfast backfire on you. Put into more depth, according to the top 10 reasons not to skip breakfast, the first reason is your body responds to not eating for hours and hours, or by slowing down, diminishing its metabolic rate, and burning fewer calories to conserve energy. By eating breakfast, you wake up your metabolism and get your engine humming, burning those calories you need to burn to lose weight. Second reason is researchers have repeatedly shown that people who eat breakfast have a better chance of losing weight and keeping it off. Third reason is breakfast helps wake you up. Studies show that people who eat breakfast are more alert and do better on tests than people who skip breakfast. Eating breakfast helps improve memory and positive and positively affects the tasks that require the retention of new information. A hungry child can be apathetic, disinterested, and irritable when confronted with difficult tasks. No doubt, adults need breakfast as much as kids do too. Fourth reason, breakfast is your chance to eat foods you may not eat the rest of the day. Fifth reason is studies show that people who eat breakfast tend to be in better moods. Breakfast gets you started on the right track for the day. If you start out with a healthy breakfast, then you set the mood for lunch. Sixth reason is to cancel the Danish or sugared donuts first thing in the morning. They cause a blood sugar dip. A couple hours later, you'll be desperate for something to perk you up and will be more likely to grab another high sugared carb for a quick sugar rush. Seventh reason is breakfast makes your machine run better. Get yourself on a schedule with a healthy breakfast and you'll be ready to take on the world. Eighth reason is to set a good example for your future children, your friends, or your family. The last reason would be to watch the labels. Nutritious doesn't necessarily always mean healthy. If I still haven't got my point across, breakfast is the most meal of the day and there is no reason for it to be skipped. Most say that they don't have time, but why not take it to go or have something figured out the night before? For the people who don't have the time, ask yourself, don't you want to be the best you can be? If all it takes is taking a few minutes out of your morning to eat breakfast, why wouldn't you?